Hello, good morning. I just figured I'm in a little bit better of a place than I was this morning about the truancy thing, mainly because my hobby. Everybody needs to find a hobby that makes themselves not think about the things that are stressing out their lives, but that doesn't mean you have to ignore the things that are stressing your lives. The important part is you also need to remember that you need to still sort through the things that are making your life stressful. So I will be having a talk with my daughter today about her truancy issues. Again, we've had several of them, but, I still need to do it because that's my job as a parent is I need to know that she knows that I am sorry. I have a mild hot flash right now, so if I'm sweaty, it's because I'm just sitting here and I'm just beating up sweat, and I can feel my heart racing. And anyway, okay, so here I will show you what I've worked on so far. I've done quite a few. I've tried to pick through here and see if I can find any that have a little bit of a piece pulled up. So then all I would do is put a little bit of glue on that spot and hold that piece for a few minutes. But this is what I also did this morning. My husband got, I know it's upside down. My husband got this in the mail. I don't know if you can see it, but I drew lines on here. I already cut a couple of them last night, and it looks like I actually did a good line. So I used my yardstick, and I cut lines, and I know you can't see it, but there's some lines in here where my yardstick had slipped because I really wanted to find a yardstick that had some of that padding on it so it doesn't slip on paper when you're holding it and then slicing along. But I don't have, that was the only one I could find at the time. I might look when I go to a craft place and they might have a ruler that has, it's not so noticeable with like this ruler because, this ruler you can pretty much use pretty stably, when you hold it down with your hand. But with a yardstick, since it's so much longer, but I do have I do have a ruler, a metal ruler that does have a gripping thing on the bottom. So when I put it down on something, I can usually just hold it with a finger or two and it won't slide either on the end or whatever. So I was hoping to find one of those in the yardstick, but I will eventually. And that is a good yardstick anyway. It just it needs to have some kind of grip on the bottom. Maybe I could put some rubber cement on the end or something. I don't know. That might stick. Or and let it dry. I don't know. But anyway, so I was cutting up these. They're just it was a insert for this. I already cut that part off, I guess. Anyway, it was something miles or something. Some airline miles thing. And then I got this one. Oh, here I can show you this part. This one with another piece, but that has my address on it. But I don't really honestly care, though. If anybody can find me. I can use that one with the ruler anyway. But anyway, I just figured I'd show this is what I'm going to work on next after oh my gosh, there we go. After I just do this little section of papers right here. I still have quite a few more in here, but see, my number is a lot less than it was because you can see it's my thing is getting pretty full, and it has bumps. I had made this with phone book paper because I got a phone book. It's like this thick. It's like, well, I don't know what to do with it. I don't know if I'm going to even use it because I really don't like, I don't know what to do with tube beads. I think I might take all my tube beads someday and paint them all and then paint designs on them because I have so many and they're like the easiest bead to make. And I love how these tube beads have a small hole. I hate it when people make big tube beads and then they make the hole like as big as a pony bead hole, or like if they roll it with like this size of thing, this is too big of a hole for beads for me. That's just, no, that's not the size of beads that I'd make. You know, that's why I love the tools that I got from paperbeadcrafts.com, I think, or something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, it's a Julie lady from Maine. Anyway, she makes tools, and I'm so glad I bought these tools. The only thing I wish she had tools that had like a size 2 or, you know, metal tube, but it's probably hard for stabilization to make something like that, because I'd imagine, you know, when you were, you know, I don't know, it maybe bend more, or, you know, might break or whatever. But these tools are awesome. I love these tools. They're nice and lightweight. I actually like it when they get a little bit of glue up on the top, because then it gives my finger something to grip to help turn, because it's very smooth. I don't know. But I mean, the smooth is nice. I mean, I can just run this under hot water and all this glue just comes off. It's easy. I mean, I've washed this one a couple times already, but as you can see, it just piles up. It just does. But with these, I don't know. I think I'm probably just going to put them in my pile of whatevers. But those beads from this paper here, you know, that really long, I didn't measure it. Let's see if I can find one of the beads that I did last night. Ah, here we are. I did 2 of them last night. Apparently this is like the oddest shaped one out of all of them. It's the most top shape, I guess. I don't know. They kind of somewhat come out more round than that, but this one is the only one I can find right off. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. There's this one. It's kind of more of a flat round. I don't know. It just, I don't know. I like beads like this, and it's also got a small hole, so that way, you know, when you thread it, it's not going to wobble around on your thread. Like I said, I hate it when people thread, you know, do beads and then they do it on a paintbrush, and it's like this really thick tube. It's like, what are you going to do with that big tube bead? But that's just a preference of mine. I mean, you know, to each their own. I mean, that people might not find these kind of cool beads. You know, I know it's hard to see with the pink one, but the pink goes from a light pink to a lighter pink. You know, or here, like this one. This one's really pretty. I mean, I like these beads. I think they're really pretty, but they were such a pill to roll. They're such a pill to roll. All right, well, I'm going to finish up this little batch of beads here. It's probably about 30 here. I don't know. I'm not going to count them either. But I would say 20 to 30 in here. Maybe not even that many. I don't know. Anyway, all right. I'm going to bead a little more. Think about you know, stuff, what I'm going to say to my daughter, how I'm going to articulate myself, because just because she thinks she can talk back to me intelligently now, she thinks that she has the right to talk back to me. When she doesn't understand is I don't like it when she talks back to me, no matter if she's right or trying to make a case for herself. When she's in the wrong, it does not matter. She's still in the wrong, in my opinion. So, you know, and to me, that's just a bratty teenager thinking they know better than a parent. You know, I'm 39 years old. I have way more life experience than some, you know, 16, 17-year-old kid. So, you know, you're never going to, you can never say that you know more than me, because until you reach my age, and then you can go, when I'm 39, Mom, I'm going to know more than you. And then, you know, that's great. Then I'll have done my job. But until then, you cannot tell me what to do in my house, even when you're trying to make your case. She tried talking today about how I didn't need to be there, that this isn't her issue. And it's like, you're not understanding. We're here because of you. You're the reason why we're here. And she's like sitting here trying to talk back to me and make an intelligent argument. And it's like, that's null and not even the point. We're here because you did not, you know, do the things that you needed to do. So I need to figure out in my head how I'm going to address the issue and make it the point and, you know, close the door on the subject and hope that she will go confront her own fears and go to the guidance office or attendance office when she's late, and to articulate with the people and say, this is why I was late. You know, because she gets, she says she doesn't really get bullied a lot, but she tries to keep herself as small as possible so she doesn't get picked on by people. Because like I said, she is autistic and she works very hard every day at school to try to keep the things that she, like, she does this moving thing. Like, if you let her just be sitting somewhere and she's supposed to be doing something like working on her homework, she'll daze off, or it seems like she's dazing off, and then she just starts moving. Her body just starts moving. And it's like, what are you doing? And then, you know, you can't really pull her out of it, you know. And I think a part of the reason why she's so, you know, in school is not doing so well is because I think she's trying super hard to not do that at school, and so she doesn't get picked on, because she would do that in class in like elementary, and then kids started really picking on her about it. I mean, some kids are really douchebaggy. I mean, they pick on kids for anything these days. You know, back when we were in school, or when I was in school in the, you know, the early 80s, mid 90s, you know, that was my schooling. You know, I graduated in 96. So, was people picked on people because they had glasses. Not because of how weird they were or anything, just because they had a pair of freaking glasses. Who gives a shit? I think I don't know, it's like our whole society is like going blind or something. Anyway, this video is taking way longer than expected. I'm going to start doing the rest of this roll, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye!